Hey, I'm Gavin, and the way I have known what is true is that I've learned about the presence of God. And then when I say something that isn't true, I can feel peace leave me, God's peace leave me. And so what I'm thinking about doing is trying to say some things to know whether they're true or not. And if they are true, I will end up, if God tells me they are true, I'll leave the video up, public. And if it's not true, God's peace will leave me, and I'll make the video unlisted. And so this happened previously. I had said the Bible does not matter, and God's peace left me. And then I ended up going to church, and my zipper broke. I'd never had my zipper break on my pants ever in my life, and the zipper broke. My fly was open in this church with hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 people, and the peace did not come back to me until I made that video unlisted. And so the one that has been the proposition, which has been in my mind, which would be a controversial one. Well, there's a few. I would say I'll start with the one prima scriptura. Is the Bible most important? And I can say that it's not. Prima scriptura is it's a dangerous territory, because you risk putting the Bible as primary, and that is idolatry. You don't want the Bible to be primary. Another one is prima fide, and that's another dangerous one. Faith. You don't want your faith to be primary. And it may depend on what you mean by faith. No, but what's primary is God, and a relationship with God. That's primary. And so it's not prima scriptura, and it's not prima fide, it's prima relatio or prima communio. And so I still feel the peace. So this stuff is good. And the other one is, who is Jesus? And so I've decided to commit my life to Jesus, and that's when I have been able to experience this peace, God's grace, God's love. And, the question is, who is Jesus? And what's interesting is I didn't need to know who Jesus is in order to, what I did need to know is that he was willing to, his mission was to go after the lost sheep, the sick, and to save them. And that was Jesus' mission. He's the king who will go after the sinner. He'll love your enemy and then save them and give them the most precious gift. And that's my king. Now, people get caught up in the propositions. And so a proposition where I said the Bible does not matter, and that proposition was wrong. God let me know that that was a wrong proposition. And so here's another one. Jesus is Mashiach ben Yosef. Jesus is Mashiach ben Yosef. And I'm trying to see, did the peace leave me? So you can make Jesus king, and you can know who Jesus, the mission of Jesus. And then the question is, who is Jesus Mashiach ben Yosef, or is Jesus Mashiach ben David, or is Jesus a fiction created by clever people, or who is Jesus? And I'm not feeling the peace go away. I'm not. So, is Jesus Mashiach ben Yosef? Maybe. So that one's for the Jews out there. Is Jesus Mashiach ben Yosef? Maybe. And so for the Jews, you can, imagine that Jesus is Mashiach ben Yosef, whose mission is to go after the lost sheep, everyone, even including your worst enemy, and will give them the most precious gift, which is to know God. And that's the mission of Jesus, Mashiach ben Yosef. And commit your life to King Jesus and his mission. That's the challenge. That's what I would, that's my Judaism outreach video. So let me know what you think.